this is Kim with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Yesterday, a really cool product dropped, the Mantis TitanX. So I thought we would check it out. It's a really neat training system and it dropped just in time for the holidays. So let's look at it. We've been using Mantis products for quite a while now. We have their Laser Academy. We also have their Blackbeard, which is their AR platform. And if you haven't checked that out, you should really do it. It's a nice way to keep training at home. But the Mantis TitanX is a laser training pistol. If you're a Glock fan, you're going to enjoy it even more because it is modeled like a Glock 19, so it even fits in my Glock 19 holster. So here I have a Vetter holster, all the ones that I've tried that I own. I also have a Tolster holster, fits just fine in there. So I have a few different options if I want to run it inside or outside my waistband, and they have some pretty cool drills where you can even practice drawing from the holster. Dry fire training is often overlooked. In our opinion, dry fire is our practice. It's what we do to train, and then when we go to the range, we kind of do our test, and that's where we do live fire. So it's a great way to train at home and practice safely. One issue I do see is sometimes people dry fire so much that they get used to having to rack it to reset the trigger every time, and this solves it because it has a resetting trigger. We usually try to stay away from price because, you know, you can watch this from a year from now, prices change, but it runs about $199, which you think about ammo or going to the range, how much you pay for range fees, is a pretty good deal. Let's see what we get in the box. Comes with a really nice case, so I'm just gonna get rid of this box anyways. And then let's open the case. Inside it's got some easy instructions. It even has a little QR code so you can download the app. And all it comes with this little card. It tells you how to simply turn it off and on. And it also comes with an extra magazine, and these magazines are weighted so they feel like an actual loaded magazine, so you can do reload drills. So just having that extra magazine is a great tool. It also comes with a little Mantis decal and a charging cord, which is how it is charged. So you can use any old cord you have that fits for it, but instead of having a battery, it's nice to be able to charge it, and adjuster tool to adjust the sights. Setup is very easy. You're just gonna charge it up. Ours already had some charge to it, but we went ahead and charged it fully. All you have to do is just charge it, just plug it in here. After that, then you're gonna turn it on by holding down this button until it connects so that you can connect it with your app and use all their cool training tools, which we'll look at in just a moment. It also comes optic ready, which is great feature since I'm gonna add one to this one. So just like a typical Glock, it has the trigger safety, so you can see that. And we have the nice defined wall there. Press it, it breaks, and then we have our reset, and it breaks again. What's great about this is instead of having to rack it to reset the trigger every time, the trigger resets by itself. So you don't gain, sometimes people can get a bad habit, especially if they're newer, they do too much dry fire, they think they have to rack it every single time to reset the trigger. I haven't done enough tinkering with it to see, but it looks like you might be able to switch the mag catch to the other side where it could be left-handed. It looks like it's something that you could possibly do just like you can do on an actual Glock. You can even add a weapon mounted light, so you could have it just like your carry pistol. I'm also running my new Core, K-O-R-E, trackline belt, and I just did a review of this, so if you haven't already, you can check that out. You'll want to go ahead and download their free app. You can, like I said, also buy the Laser Academy if you want to add on even more. And from there, you'll create a profile and set up if you're left-handed or right-handed and get it all linked up together. If you just have the Mantis TitanX next to the app, you'll look for search for local devices, and then they'll link up and you'll be able to begin your training. You have everything from open training, which I'll open up first, and we can just see here. If at any time they become disconnected, you're just gonna click on the top button on your Mantis TitanX again until they connect, and it'll turn blue to let you know that they're connected. Sometimes they have to recalibrate, so you'll just lay it down on a flat surface and then you can begin your training. Let's just start with something real basic like open training. So I'm gonna hit start. And this is just, there's no time or anything like that. It's just gonna show us. So let's see here, playing with it simply, and it'll tell you your score. Then we can move into some other drills. So let's look at some of those. We'll try another one called compressed surprise break. So you're just beginning with your firearm on target, and then the sound is going to tell you when it's time to break the trigger. So it's a nice way for you to add a little bit of stress. It's sometimes you might not have someone there with you, so you can train at home by yourself. And I have a Mantis target, but you could even just use a sticky note. You could just use a regular paper target, whatever works for you. Shooter ready. So it gives you a breakdown again of your average, your score, your par time, all that sort of stuff. So it's a nice little way, like I said, to train by yourself at home. And what's great is that you create an account and it saves all your information so you can see if you're improving. It even gives you a daily goal if you want to set that I want to do this, 50 shots a day. So it's a nice way to keep track of your training and keep you held accountable, and you can do it safely at home. That was the Mantis TitanX. It's a great training tool for anyone who's looking at getting something that they can do at home. That even us, we have a range in our backyard, but unfortunately that white stuff started falling already. So even when the weather's bad, or if you don't have a place to go and train at frequently, we didn't show all the different apps and stuff like that, and you can add on even that Laser Training Academy and adds even more, but you can work on the holster stuff, you can work on reloads, you can do so much from the safety of your home using a laser pistol. This is a great training tool also for children. You can show children firearms in a safe way. It's great for new shooters who are maybe a little bit nervous about handling a live fire, handgun, or maybe before they go to the range, you can give them something they can practice the trigger and aiming, all that fun stuff. My one and only negative is I just wish they made it for more models. I wish it was modeled after some different handguns so that they would have something that's similar to maybe your own carry gun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up, a share, a comment. I always like to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. You click the bell so you get notified every time we put a video out. You can find us on Rumble, on Instagram, on Facebook. We also have all of our premium content on Patreon. So if you want to help support us, you can do that there. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.